Welcome to Quick Bites, a video series brought to you by the Washington Hospitality Association, highlighting changes coming to the Washington State Food Code on March 1st, 2022. Today's video is sponsored by Harbor Food Service. Harbor Food Service is thankful for every opportunity to keep our industry moving forward. For other supportive resources, visit harborfoodservice.com, where we believe that life happens around the table. And now, here to discuss changes related to persons in charge and active managerial control is Susan Shelton from the Washington State Department of Health.
Alrighty, great. Thank you, Andy. Thank you everyone for joining us for our quick bite on key changes to the Washington State Food Code that become effective March 1st, 2022. Let's get started on our next one, active managerial control. We're going to call this a quick bite, but again, it's going to take a lot of effort to make sure your staff has active managerial control. Active managerial control is a tool used by food safety managers. What's key here is that they're actively leading food workers in safe food handling practices. So it's not something that's just coming to them. They're actually reaching out, making sure that staff are proactive. And it's all designed to reduce the risk of foodborne illness risk factors. It's a preventative approach to food safety using a continuous system of three things: training, monitoring, and verification. The goals of active managerial control are to make sure that we're proactively controlling foodborne disease factors, things that cause people to get sick. Hopefully, it empowers managers to actually identify food safety risks and correct problems as they arise. It's also going to focus on continuous improvement, making sure that everyone can continue to grow and get better and get stronger. Hopefully, it also creates a culture of food safety and encourages safe, quality food service and makes sure customers also excited to see active managerial control. So how do you evaluate if your business has active managerial control? Again, the key components, there are three. You look for policies and procedures. They aren't always required to be written, although writing down policies and procedures help. But policies and procedures set the expectations for staff and talk to them about how they get to hold the expectations that you have for food safety. The next one is a training component. Employees must be trained to understand and correctly implement their job tasks. All right, they get the food worker card training, but on top of that, each food establishment must make sure that the employees are trained for their specific policies and procedures. And then the last part is that the managers, the persons in charge, are going through and monitoring and verifying that the work is getting done. They're actively involved in looking for the food safety risks and verifying that staff are correctly following the procedures and policies to make sure they're controlled. We have quite a few toolkit materials to help you evaluate if you have, if your staff have active managerial control, but then also items that you could potentially implement to do that continuous improvement kind of concept. So again, it's a really key focus. It's going to be something that we are looking at to make sure that all food facilities have active managerial control. And if you're looking at it, make sure your person in charge is proactively making sure employees identify and control food safety risks.
Be sure to subscribe to our channel for all the latest news and updates impacting the hospitality industry.